The best time to start a business was 10 years ago, and the next best time is now. Because we've never had the kind of resources we have right now. I will come back to this, but first I want to mention Google has just announced that the search engine experience is now becoming completely AI-based. What does this mean? As you already know, ChatGPT and Gemini were in competition, and ChatGPT had just announced that it rolled out its paid version, which is ChatGPT ads, because there's so much attention on ChatGPT that now the owner wants to monetize it, which is what everyone does, and it was expected. Google, on the other hand, had Gemini, an AI experience where you didn't have to type up keywords to find stuff. You could just go to Gemini and ask complete full questions like a human. Gemini would answer like a human. Google probably looked at the landscape and said, why are we even calling this Gemini? Why is this a feature that is optional? Why not just change the entire user experience on the internet and let people have conversations with what they call the search engine? We're not going to have AI mode anymore. The entire search engine is going to be just AI mode. When you think about this change, it's so revolutionary because we've always known the search engine experience as something we have to type in fragments, right? I need shoes. We were taught by these search engines to type up best shoes so that we could get the results and click on those. Now, it's not going to be like that. The AI is going to behave like us, which is a lot more human-centric. We're talking about authenticity concerns with AI taking over, but at the same time, I find this update very human-centric. Now we can just have conversations with what we call a tech tool that is supposed to assist us, right? Coming back to the small business comment, the starting a business comment, the biggest problem small businesses have is resources. A lot of businesses don't have the money to be able to hire a secretary to answer the calls or do some selling, get some market data. Now we have these free AI tools. Even the free versions are doing amazing. Now we have an unlimited amount of resources at our disposal. We can literally act like we have 10 secretaries that each do different things at the fraction of the cost we would pay to hire a secretary. It's an amazing time to own a small business. You do not only have all these paid media channels and SEO, now you have AEO, answer engine optimization. You can make your business visible for AI engines like ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, and have these tools recommend your business over your competition. This e-commerce client of mine has consistently been getting his highest conversion rate and the highest average order value from ChatGPT consistently for the last 4 weeks. I've been amazed looking at their sales performance and how clean, how high intent that traffic is. This tells us one thing. People are trusting AI tools more than they trust search engines, more than they trust paid sponsored ads, more than they trust YouTube, even more than they trust DuckDuckGo, which is a go-to search engine for people with privacy concerns. So here's an interesting story. The other day, a friend of mine got married, and she was not aware that in the state of Arizona, you can get your marriage license, but you also have to hire someone to perform a marriage ceremony so that you can get the marriage license signed. I'm there as a witness. We show up, and she finds out that they can't get married that day because they didn't schedule a marriage ceremony. I was like, I got you. Give me 1 second. So I got on ChatGPT and asked, can you find me a marriage officiant that would perform a wedding ceremony right now? Because I know from my experience that ChatGPT will give me the right person. I trusted it. And the guy showed up with no issues. Just like ChatGPT said, this person has a fast response rate. They have good reviews. This was a moment of emergency. I had a real need. My need was finding my friend a marriage officiant that could show up within an hour, solve this problem that we had. I didn't use Gemini. I used ChatGPT because it's more convenient. I can just click on the app and just speak to it versus get on the Google app, get on Gemini. So Google said, okay, now we know what to do. We need to eliminate the friction. We need to eliminate the extra touch point and make it easier for our users. This is Google, by the way. Google is the top search engine because it makes everything so convenient that even people with privacy concerns don't care about privacy anymore because Chrome, Google, Gemini, everything just makes it a one-stop shop, right? We have Drive, we have Sheets, Documents, Google My Business, Google Ads. Google is a big brand and it's known for convenience. So Google said, okay, ChatGPT is doing this a little better than us. No more searches, no more keywords. We're just going to do AI. AI is going to be our model. So search engine experience is now going to be just speaking to AI. That is going to change a number of things. The number one thing that will change will be SEO. I don't think we will call it SEO anymore, or we will call it SEO for all things, but we will be optimizing for AI. What's the biggest difference? SEO is done with keywords. AEO is done with full sentences because AEO is a conversation, right? When you see a friend, you don't say, hi, a summary of your day. We say, hi, how are things? How's it going? So that is going to change the way we treat content. Voice is going to be the future of marketing. If you are not present with voice devices, with voice SEO, then you're leaving about 20% revenue on the table. Because the way we talk to ChatGPT and all these other AI tools just through voice tells us that at some point we might just hate the idea of typing, and that might force all these apps to just become voice-based. Google Ads are drastically changing. So if you're not putting in some of your ad budget into these AI technologies within Google Ads and A/B testing, you're going to be upset pretty soon. Because Google is so ready to fully automate ads that if you just insist, one day you're going to stop getting impressions or your conversions are going to slow down or you're going to wonder what the heck is happening with your ads, right? So there's never been a better time to split test, Performance Max, some AI Max, especially for e-commerce. And this is something Google already announced. Agentic commerce is here. We're not only going to see placements in organic Gemini results, we're also going to start seeing some paid product placements. So a good portion of shopping placements are going to be within Gemini until they get rid of the word Gemini and it becomes Google. And again, AEO, Answer Engine Optimization, not GEO. Let's not call it GEO. It's AEO. AEO is the number one thing right now. Old school SEO is dead. You have to optimize your SEO strategy for AI. You have to have schema markups. You have to have frequently asked questions, and you have to make sure you're answering some questions in a conversational tone. If you're not doing that, expect to lose website traffic. The entire world is experiencing that. About 20-25% of website traffic is down across the world. Why? Because people are not visiting websites anymore. Because AI tools are pulling website content from websites, but people are actually not landing on the website because they don't need to. They're getting the direct answer from AI tools. There's a little link they can click on to directly purchase your product or hire you. So you're going to see a website traffic decrease anyway. And imagine not doing AEO optimized SEO, then you're going to lose that visibility. You're going to experience a drop in sales and leads. If you want to make sure your website is visible in AI tools, I put together a digital e-guide for you to print if you want, because there are a lot of worksheets in it. When you go through and complete those actions, you do not only improve your AEO visibility, you also have a better business plan because it forces you to ask the kind of questions that you should be asking. So it essentially elevates your business plan and refines your target audience. You can find the link in the description below. As I'm closing this episode, I want to tell you this. You don't have to scale your business. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to have a business. You can keep your 9-to-5 and work for somebody else's dream. Or maybe the benefits are so great and the salary works out for you. That's fine. You can stay there. But if you remotely have the mindset of someone who likes to scale things, who likes to run their own thing, and who has their own ideas, then you must pay attention to what's going on right now in the world. The best time to start a business was 10 years ago. And the next best time is now. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next one.